Hi, my name is Debbie and welcome to Create Pretty Things. Tonight we're going to do our first patriotic project of the season. I'm going to use this cute Land of the Free transfer and we're going to put it on this, it's a round, it's a real thin wooden round and it's oval. It's already pre-painted for us, so it'll be a great background. As you hop on, please give it a heart and tell me where you're watching from. I'd love to know. At the end of this live, if you're on at the end, I'm going to give away a special gift to someone who has liked the page, commented the keyword of America, and shared the video. So please do that. And when you're on at the end, I will do the drawing. Okay, let's get started. So to begin with, this is already painted. It's nice and flat. It's a smooth surface. So I don't feel like I need to use wax or anything to prepare it. I don't need to sand it. It's ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my reusable transfer, and I'm going to use the word America. That's going to be my first step. Now these are sticky on the back. I'm going to take the stars off for now. And we like them sticky, but we don't want them so sticky that they either harm the transfer or the surface down below. So we're going to fuzz it just once or twice to reduce that stickiness a little bit, make it a little less strong. And then I'm going to go ahead and place the word America at the top of my oval and smooth it down. I'm going to kind of plan this out. I think underneath America, I want to do the eagle, this eagle. So I want to make sure I have room. I also want to do the words land that I love, or land of the free, or home of the brave, and maybe add some stars. So I'm thinking maybe I need to move this up just a little bit to give enough room. Not so much that it's crowded, but enough to give a little room. As you hop on today, please comment America, share the video, stay on at the end, and we will give something away tonight. Tonight I'm going to use a colonial blue, and I'm going to use that for the word America. So this is what it looks like. Isn't it pretty? I'm going to get a little bit on my squeegee, and I'm just going to smooth it right over the silk screen. Now, I've rubbed this down to make sure there's not any air bubbles on America. Can you guys see this? Okay, so then I'm just going to go ahead and smooth this squeegee right over the silk screen. The silk screen is everything that you see white. That is where the paste will go through the silk screen, and it will land on the surface below. And when I pull up the silk screen, it will remain on the surface below as long as I pull it up while it's still wet. So you can see it doesn't take a whole lot of paste. I'm just going to take off any excess, put it back in the jar. And we're going to peel this up and see what it looks like so far. You guys ready? This is the magic of this. So we just did one quick little swoop, and I'm kind of assessing right now to see how it looks. If I see that there's any pieces that are missing paste or didn't quite get a good imprint on it, I will go back over and fix it, but it looks great to me. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this right now. I'm going to let that sit aside, and we're going to dry it in a second. But all I'm going to do is put it sticky side up on this is a silicone mat here, so it doesn't harm anything. I'm going to spray it with regular water, and I am going to just kind of rub that paste off. And it comes off really easy, guys. You do want to clean both sides, and I also have something called a board eraser. So a board eraser is like a magic eraser sponge, except there's not any chemicals. Works the same way. I'm just going to rub that over the front. I'm going to flip this over. And when you flip this over, if you're using something wet or you wet it down, it won't stick to the surface. So I'm just moving it over pretty quickly. I'm going to dry it now by moving it over. And as this dries, the sticky will come back. So your goal is to get all the paste out of the silk screen. Do you see how you can see through this again? That's completely clean. And these are reusable between 8 and 12 times. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this right back on its backer sheet. This will protect it. It won't harm the transfer, the sticky on the back. and it'll provide an easy way for me to store that. So it is on there. I'm going to use the stars in a minute, but we're going to go ahead and dry this America right now. I think that looks great. Look at that color. Do you guys like the color Colonial Blue? It kind of reminds me of America, just the name of the color. So there's a couple different blues that we have that you could use. There's a Cadet, which is a dark blue. I love that color too. And then we did have a couple that aren't available anymore. One was Midnight, I think Midnight Madness. It's a dark blue with some shimmer in it. That would be really pretty too. But that's not available right now. But if you happen to have it from a previous purchase, that would be a great one to use. So I'm just drying this up because I'm going to add some other transfers on this. And I don't want them to stick to the paste and pull up what we just put down. So I'm using this heat tool. This is on my website. It's not a really hot heat gun. It's just more blowing warm air. And its purpose is just to dry this really quick. And the paste really does dry quickly anyway, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cap on this blue. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not, but I'm going to cap it up. Next, I want to use my Eagle. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off the protective backer. I'm going to fuzz it once or twice. And that's just to reduce the stickiness a little bit. Even though we like the sticky, we don't want it to be so sticky that it harms anything or stretches when you pull it off. I'm going to go ahead and add this. I was thinking about putting down a piece of paper or something to protect this transfer, but I think it's okay. I'm going to smooth it down around the silk screen, and I'm going to try not to smooth it down on the America. I'm going to use this shimmer gold color. And this is one of my older colors paste, so it's a little different texture than some of my newer ones, but I think that the shimmers are just gorgeous. They impart a little bit of eye-catching magic to the paste without being chunky glitter. I want to get pretty close to that America right there, but I don't want to get the gold on the blue. So I'm just going to smooth it over, make sure I have good coverage. Take off the excess. Really trying to pay attention to that one little feather there. And it looks really good to me, guys. Put the excess, look how much excess I had. I got a lot that time. I'm gonna wipe the excess back into my jar because I can reuse that. Oops. See what I just did? I got a big blob of that on there. And it's in a spot that may interfere. I think we'll be okay, guys. I think we'll be okay. So I'm going to cap that up. And here's the reveal on the Eagle. See where I dropped that? I got so lucky, guys. You see where I dropped it? It's right there on the edge of the transfer. Whoa, look at that, guys. Isn't that pretty? Woo, I love it. Let's clean this real quick. So I'm just going to spray it with water again. Get a paper towel. Wipe the surface off. Get my border eraser, which is in water right now. I kind of keep it in water. I don't let it sit in the water after my live is done, but when I know I'm going to use it, I put it in water to kind of soak it, make it pliable. And then I'm going to wipe the back. You want to make sure you wipe both the front and the back, get all that paste off of there. And also any lint that you may have picked up when you were fuzzing. Dry it off. Dry this off. Get my transfer backer. Put my Eagle back on it. And these backers have a right side and a wrong side. And you really do want to take care to put it on the right way. Now with this, it's not a problem because I'm taking them off one at a time, but normally I write the word back on this or something because on these newer transfers, these more translucent ones, it's harder to tell what is the front and what's the back. So that's what I normally do. I'm going to dry this eagle real quick. And I wonder, should I use the Land of the Free or Land That I Love? Or Home of the Brave? These are our options. There's a Home of the Brave. It's got a banner on it. Or you can see Land That I Love or Land of the Free. I think I'm going to use Land That I Love. And I'm going to place that right along the bottom. Let's see if that'll fit. I'm going to fuzz it just a second or two, just one time or two. Once again, fuzzing it is just to reduce some of the stickiness of it so that it doesn't harm your transfer. Like if you pull it up and it's stuck really hard, it might stretch out. If you put it down, it touches some of the paste, it might pull up. So, Land That I Love. It's going to be a pretty close fit. Let's smooth it down, make sure all the edges around the silk screen are down. And I think I'm just going to do that in black. And I've got the Shimmer Shadow, but you can use the black velvet. The Shimmer Shadow has a little bit of shimmer to it, just like the gold. The black velvet, I couldn't find, to be honest with you. So this is what we're going to use. And I'm going to turn it kind of sideways. Can you guys see this? I'm not sure how much you guys can see. I'm just going to carefully, because I don't want to get it on my eagle. And it is kind of close at some points. So I'm just going to get my letters. Turn it upside down. So sometimes you can go over these in one little swoop. Sometimes I like to be a little more careful. The black is really highly pigmented, so you want to be more careful with it. It's a little bit harder to clean up. But it makes a great impression. Taking off my excess, capping up my paste, and let's pull this. It looks great, guys. Looks great. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to set it aside and let's clean this up. I like to clean my transfers as I go. You can take these back to your sink and put them under running water to clean them after you're done. And see how I talked about the black being a little more pigmented? It may stain the teal part of your transfer, and that's okay as long as you make sure that you get all of the paste out of the silk screen. You want to get it all out. Okay, so I'm going to clean both sides. And I always like to use my board eraser. And let's see what happened here. I want to make sure I'm still on here, guys. I want to make sure I'm still on here. So if you guys are watching, please feel free to share the video and stay on till the end. I'm going to do a giveaway tonight. Please stay on. Let me just see if I can share this real quick into a group. Oops. Okay, and then I also dropped my transfers down on the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. And we will get started again. Okay, so I'm going to dry up this transfer both sides and put it back on its backer. You guys, it's Friday night. Are you guys excited? You guys have any big plans for the weekend? I know it's getting to be that busy time of year when schools are starting to have their last day. Kids are starting to celebrate summer. And it's just a fun time of year. So this looks really good. Sometimes if your paste is too wet or too liquidy, you may have a little bit of bleeding. And this did not bleed, but it looks a little fuzzier than I would have liked it to look, but it looks good. I'm going to add some stars, and I think I'm just going to do these. I can either do this row of stars here, and I could do them individually if I wanted to, or these three. And I'm going to do just these three on either side. And I'm going to use our paste. That's the color of the month. It's called Saucy. It's like a barbecue sauce color. I just got this today. Look at it. Now, this is a paste that you have to have a qualifying purchase in order for it to unlock so that you can purchase it. So if you're interested in purchasing it, you have to place $75 in your cart, your shopping cart, and then this paste will unlock and you can purchase it then. So this is a special color of the month. It's called Saucy, and I think it's perfect for patriotic projects. So I'm going to go ahead and put my stars right here where they're going to fit. Once again, it's really close, very close to my eagle. And it's close to my edge. I'm going to go around the edges. I'm going to get another squeegee. You can use the same squeegee. Just wash it off between. For the sake of time, I just think I just get a new one. So I'm going to go over the stars with this Saucy color. So if you don't want to unlock this color, if you don't have the option to purchase this color, you can get our candy apple red, and that will work just as well. I'm going to lift this up, and it looks great. I'm going to go ahead and place it down on the other side. I'm not going to wash it in between. I'm just going to place it. And I'm going to use my squeegee to kind of make sure it's down along the edges. And I'm going to paste over these with our Saucy color, our color of the month for May. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and cap that up. Take off our stars. You guys, what do you think? I think it looks great. Do you guys like it? Give it a thumbs up. Give it a heart. Okay, I'm going to clean this real quick. So I think that looks great. That's our oval surface. That was kind of a special surface that they brought out for a welcome sign. And it works well for so many other different projects. But at this time, it's not one that they're offering for sale. So I suggest if they ever bring it back, I'll let you know for one thing, but purchase it. It can be used for so many different things. It's lightweight. It'll hang on your walls, on your doors perfectly. So there's only a couple things I'm left to do, and we're almost done. Make sure you share this video out and let me know. Stay on till the end. I'm going to give away a prize. Comment the keyword, which is America. Check your messages for the link to the shopping cart. Stay on, share the video, and get ready for the drawing. If you're watching this on the replay, please comment #replay. I'd love to see that you watched. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and finish putting all these back away. And then I'm going to kind of finish off our piece and we'll be done. So a quick and easy project, something to show your patriotism, to get you ready for the summer holidays. We have Memorial Day coming up. We have 4th of July coming up. End of the school year. And red, white, and blue seems to be a great theme for summer. Okay, so this is how I'm going to store my transfers. I'm going to make sure that my transfers are down because I want them to be kind of airtight. I want to preserve that stick on the back. And then I'm going to put it back in the cellophane sleeve that it came in, like this. And that's how I store them. Okay, so here I've got something called a power punch. This is also available on my site. It can punch through these thin, see how thin that is? These thin pieces of wood really easily. So I'm just going to kind of make a couple hanging holes. Let me see where it's going to punch. Okay. Just squeeze it. And look at that, we have a hole. So I'm going to kind of eyeball it so that it's even with the other side. And doesn't take a lot of pressure. So we have our two little holes. I don't know if they're even, but they'll work. Then you can hang it with whatever you want. If you have jute, you can use jute. If you have string, that would be fine. I have this little twine, and I happen to have a red and white one. There we go. And I'm just going to take some of this red and white twine. Actually, you know what? It's pink and white. I'm going to use the blue and white. Sometimes my eyes don't see the colors properly. You could add beads to this if you wanted to. I think I'm going to keep it simple. Oops. I might want to double this twine up. Let's see. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to double it. And I'm going to do like a slip knot on the one end. I can poke it through. You guys, this is one of my most used tools, this little hook for using weeding cricket vinyl. I use it all the time. So now that I've got it through, I'm going to just do a slip knot on this end, put the loose ends through this. This is how it looks. And then I'm going to, let's see, how should I do this? Should I just tie this? We'll get these through and then I'll figure it out. Could I do that? Not really. So I am just going to go ahead and tie this off in a knot at the top. I'll trim up that end. And this is our finished project. What do you think? Give it a heart if you love it. I think it turned out great. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. If you need any help finding product, let me know. And I'd love it if you heart the video, share it, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I love it. I hope you do too. There we go. Whoops, let me see if I can get a good straight shot of the whole thing. I like it. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.